Alrighty, folks, it is Thursday, June 29th, 2023. And I'm feeling great on a Thursday morning because we're coming off another winning day of personal sports bets on my website yesterday. We cashed in on the Marlins, Astros, Rangers, and Guardians. And the only way you could access all those winners is to be a chairman member on my website. Now, chairman members get access to every single personal play of mine, every single package, every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you also get access to my chairman podcast absolutely free. It's included with your purchase. Now, if you don't want to access multiple winners a day and you only need just one, well, I'll tell you what, I got a package for you. My daily best play costs just $1.99 for 30 days of service. Now, of course, you may be wondering what the difference is between what I do here on YouTube and what I do on my website. Well, what I do here on YouTube is I'll handicap the entire slate of games in any given sport, side and total. And what I do on my website is I actually share with you which one of these free plays on these videos that I'm actually betting on personally. Now, I currently have over 570 members who are signed up and active on my website right now. I'm hitting at 65% my last 17 daily best plays, 68% my last 25 extra daily bets. And finally, if you want a larger sample size, I'm hitting at 64% in my last 106 board member tier package plays. And the good news is we have a board member tier package play going off here today. My current win-loss record in all of those packages, it's documented on my website. It's a safe and secure site as well. All your info is secure. I don't even see any of it. The only thing I can see personally is your email address. The guys over at Patreon run a really good platform. And as always, I'm thankful that they have such a good website for me to produce content on. And the greatest thing about using Patreon is whenever I make a post, that post is going to go right to your email after the first day. So the picks go to your inbox one day after you sign up. It's definitely a really good setup there. But with that, folks, let's go ahead and dive into some free content. This is our part one video because we do have some early games. I want to get the video out. Look out for part two in the next couple of hours. But our first matchup is the Padres at the Pirates, 12:35 East. San Diego's minus $1.85, totals 8.5. Joe Musgrove for the Pods, Luis Ortiz for Pittsburgh. And even though Ortiz has a solid ERA, he has run into some problems. To start, he's got a 1.62 whip coming into this game. And out of 45-plus innings of work, the righties recorded only 2 victories. The Buccos are averaging only 2.7 runs a game in their contests, where Ortiz makes the start. And more recently, the Buccos lost 7 out of their last 10, and they are now one of the worst run-producing teams at home in the game. The Pirates are currently now in the bottom 5 in runs per game in their own stadium. Now, they're facing Joe Musgrove on the mound for the Padres, and he's looked pretty solid in the first half of the season. Musgrove's 6-2 with an ERA in the 3s, and that really shouldn't come as much of a surprise. These Padres pitchers have been really good lately. They're actually in the top 3 in the league in runs allowed per game. Brian Reynolds is still out for Pittsburgh. Unfortunately, Ke'Bryan Hayes is also out for Pittsburgh with some back problems. That's definitely bad news for Pirates fans. Now, 7 out of the Pirates' last 10 outings did fall under the number. They're also 7-3 to the under in their last 10 meetings with San Diego. And speaking of the Padres, they are 25-13 to the under when they hit first. Give me the Padres minus 185, under 8.5. Next game, Tigers, Rangers, 2:05 Eastern first pitch. Texas is minus $2, totals 9.5. Cody Bradford for the Rangers, Reese Olson for Detroit. Now, Olson's got just 1 win on this season with an ERA close to 5. The Tigers are currently 8 games below 500 on the road, and they average a league-worst 7.2 hits a game in their travels. Now, they're facing a Ranger team who can certainly score with the best of them. These guys currently lead the majors in run production and hits. Adolis Garcia, he has the most RBI in the majors right now. Corey Seager's hitting .345 with an OPS in the thousands. And even though lefty Cody Bradford's given up his fair share of runs, he is averaging nearly a strikeout an inning, and he has a decent 1.20 whip. And of course, that's all in limited action. I believe it's like 15 innings, but still, hey, you got to take the good with the bad. Now, Brad Miller's still out for Texas. Riley Green inactive for Detroit. Plus, it's certainly good enough facing a team like Detroit. But anyway, the Tigers saw their last 4 on the road get over the total. They're also 7-3 to the over in their last 10 at any location. Now, the Rangers have averaged nearly 6 runs a game in their last 10 gatherings with the Tigers. The over cashed in 80% of those ball games. Give me the Rangers -1.5, over 9.5 runs. Next contest, Guardians-Royals, 2:10 Eastern start time. Cleveland's -$1.55 on the road, totals 9. Shane Bieber for the Guardians, Zach Greinke for Kansas City. Now, Greinke's having one of the worst seasons of his career. He's recorded just 1 win through 81-plus innings. The Reddies just 1-8 on the year with an ERA of .531. And even if Greinke throws well, he's probably not going to get the run support he needs. The Royals score fewer runs a game than any other team in the league besides Oakland. Now, they're going to have to face Shane Bieber, who's got a handful of wins and an ERA in the 3s. And even though I wouldn't describe Cleveland as offensive juggernauts, they're certainly tough to strike out. They're averaging fewer strikeouts per 9 on the road than any other lineup in baseball. Jose Ramirez, he leads the roster in hits and OPS. Josh Naylor's 5th in the bigs in RBI. Now, Nicky Lopez is questionable to suit up here today for the Royals. KC's averaging under 3.1 runs a game in their last 10 gatherings with Cleveland. So if you're into historical trends, certainly want to think about that one there. Now, the Guardians are 17-4 to the under against the AL Central. Give me Cleveland -155, under 9. Next matchup, Yankees-A's, 3:37 East. Now, this game's currently off the board. Hogan Harris for Oakland, Clark Schmidt for New York. Now, I'll tell you what, Schmidt's got big shoes to fill here today following Domingo Germán's perfect game yesterday. Congratulations to Germán, making history there. I feel like a doofus because I was kind of ripping him yesterday in my video, kind of trashing him. Took the A's run line. But anyway, Germán, congrats. Great outing of pitching there. Perfect game. But anyway, even though Schmidt's record stinks, he has been a solid strikeout guy this year. He's fanned 76 batters in just 77 innings of work. And overall, guys, these Yankee pitchers have really kept these guys in contention this year. They're allowing under 7.8 hits per 9. They're actually in the top 3 in the league in hits allowed per game. Now, they're facing the absolute worst lineup in baseball in Oakland. The A's are dead last in scoring and hits. And out of 40 contests at the Coliseum, the A's have gotten the W only 10 times. Now, Laureano and Smith are out for the A's. Give me the Yankees getting the job done for some money line cash. And with that, folks, we're going to jump into our next and final matchup for the video. It's going to be in that Rays Diamondbacks game, 3:40 p.m. East. Tampa Bay is -$120, totals 10.5. Zach Littell possible for Tampa Bay. Brandon Fart for Arizona. Now, the Fart man has really stunk it up for Arizona. See what I did there? That's a pun. Fart's 0-2 with an ERA in the 8s. And it's actually been this D-backs pitching that's held these guys back at times. They're currently in the bottom 10 in runs allowed, bottom 10 in strikeouts. They're facing a Rays lineup who can certainly score with anyone. They average more runs a game than any other club in the league besides Texas. Yandy Diaz has the second highest batting average in the American League. He's also a top 5 OPS guy in the American League as well. Meanwhile, Randy Arozarena, he's a top 10 RBI guy in the American League also. Taylor Walls is questionable for Tampa Bay. Brandon Lau still out. The Rays saw 7 out of their last 10 get over the number. Arizona went 60% to the over in their last 10 themselves. Give me Tampa Bay minus a $1.20, over 10.5. And with that, folks, now it's time for our quick pick recap. San Diego minus a $1.85, under 8.5. Texas Rangers minus 1.5, over 9.5 runs. Cleveland minus a $1.55, under 9. Give me the Yankees getting the job done for some money line cash with my next and final pick for part 1. Give me the Tampa Bay Rays minus a $1.20, over 10.5. And with that, folks, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on my website. Now, if you guys do end up signing up for a membership on patreon.com/BrockPage, just keep in mind you're going to get access to that content for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, guys, you're also going to get access to all of my cheaper memberships absolutely free. They're going to be included with your purchase. That's why I always tell folks that Chairman Package, it's a full access, all-inclusive membership. It gives you access to every single personal play of mine, every single package, every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you also get access to my Chairman podcast absolutely free. It's included with your purchase. But most importantly, folks, got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, folks, happy Thursday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you in my part 2 video right here on YouTube.